All right, I'm going to go ahead and build a job board. This will be, let's see, I'll share screen 1 or 2. Share screen 1. And the audio. First time doing this, let's see how it goes. So high level, it's going to be creating a website, coloradoseasonaljobboards.com, and I'll be creating a niche job board. The goal for today is to get something on the page, and I'm going to be going through the whole thing, and I'm going to be using a Bordful thing. So I'm going to be using this open source job board software, and I'm just going through the entire setup. So I have installed Node.js, I've done the run installer, and I have cloned it to my local host, and I am at this step of npm install. I just did npm install. So next I'll need to set up a Airtable database, which is, I've never used it before. Let's click this link for the template recommended. So it's a smart spreadsheet that's going to store my listings. Okay, so it's basically, it's going to be my database. Easier to use in Excel. Not as extensive and crazy as PostgreSQL, which is good. I can always switch this out later on. I don't know PostgreSQL, but Airtable seems like a good substitute to get something running here. So let's see. Oh, this is cool. Okay, here's the thing. All right, so I'll go ahead. And I'm going to be doing a remote job boards. Not a remote job board. I'll be doing a seasonal job board. So I'll have to look at other sites and kind of see what I want to put for the columns. So, but we can keep this guy for now. Definitely housing on site would be useful. Use this data. Okay. Let's do that. I don't have an account with these guys, so let me go ahead and do a single sign-on. All right, Google, that's my default. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, let's go. Wonderful. All right, so use this data, did that. Find your base ID, look at the URL. It will look like that. Copy the part that starts with app. All right, so I've got to get my base ID. Let's go my first workspace. Sure, let's create a new base. Create table. All right, so we are creating the table, and I can build on it. Alrighty. All right, this looks like my base ID. All right, cool. I have 14 days left in the trial. Awesome. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Slow down, everyone. 14 days. Click the assistant. No. Team trial. Yeah, let's take a look. Track my items. Okay. Each row is a record. All right. Add more details. Okay. And a field. Fields and records. Okay. Customize my view. I like this view. And create dashboards, basic tables. Okay, visualization. Automate repetitive stuff. Good. And share with my team. Excellent. All right. Got it. Don't think I need this right now. And I'll continue with is there a free plan? Let's see. What is the free tier? Per seats. Oh, so All right, still not totally clear. Multiple packages, one free for teams, no charge. Okay. Individual users. All right, that's me. No cost. Okay. $20 a user per month. What are the usage limits? I could use the bases. And okay. So it looks like I'll just reach the limit. All right, so let me go ahead and just copy this guy down. My app base ID. Okay. Go ahead and save this on my desktop as base ID. Oh shit. All right, well, you should say table title company status. Okay, I do. Title company status. Yep. All right, lots of stuff here. Cool. Create my own. Do I want to do that? I definitely could. Backend database, detailed instructions for setting up and configuring. I think this is the same one they just gave me. So these. Oh, that's the quick setup with the template. All right, so that's the same thing basically. But if I want to do my own, I can add my own stuff. Core fields required. I wonder if this is required by Bordful. Interesting. Alrighty. Probably need to do this next in the environments. All right, let's go back to the main README. Aha, okay, 1 minute. We'll see about that. Go to the Airtable tokens. Okay. Create a new token. All right, great. Let's do it. It's very important. Bordful job board. Now let's do job board. And scope data records read and write. All right. Okay, so you can see all the data and you can write it, which includes CRUD. Create it, edit. Right. Step 2. Add my base from step 2. Okay. So I'm going to add the base we just did. Review. Is that right? Hold on. Yeah, my first workspace. All right, cool. Create token. Okay. Nobody copy that. Shit. I have to edit this guy out. Yeah, no one's watching. That's cool. Create token, copy it, starts with PAT. Okay. Configure environment variables, 1 minute. What are environment variables? Secret settings, private copy. Copy the template file. All right. We go ahead and just save this guy. Base ID, just so I have another record for my token. API token. And copy the example file to create. All right, I guess I'm going to do this. Which example file? This end example file? Is that what they mean? Ah, okay. Copy that. Let's go ahead and open this. Oh, I need a Visual Studio Code. All right. Notepad++. Do you have any code editors? I don't think so. Let's download Visual Studio. VS Code. That is the popular one. All right, download for Windows. Yep. Let's go ahead and open this guy. Okay, I accept. Go to the default settings. Path is important here. Oh, that's kind of nice. I like that. Let's go ahead, install this. I'll probably have to restart the command line for it to do. Okay, I'll let this go. All right, let's look ahead while this is going. So copy this stuff. Basically, I will have to change a few things around here. Change conf, I don't care about that. Base ID and access token, those are probably the most important ones. I can do email when I get there. All right. This recommends using Cursor or Windsurf. That's interesting. AI-powered code editor and agentic AI coding assistant. Huh. That's cool. Let me download this. I'll look at it later. But I know Code.js, probably the most VS Code. So that's what I'm going to use right now. Just get a hello world. All right, cool. So we got this guy open. Excellent. Let's see if this will work. I don't think it will. I'm going to go to command line. Gotta go cd to the desktop, and then what's this called? Seasonal jobs. There we go. Open VS Code. Good. All right, we're in. Okay. Yes, I trust the authors. And this is nice because there's a terminal built in. So if you need to do command line stuff, you can get a terminal built in here, and you can even have multiple terminals, which is sweet. All right. I always like to go to the README. Of course, it's kind of difficult to read Markdown, but I think it's easier to follow on the browser, so that's what we'll do. Okay, so we are in step environment files. Okay. I wonder if I could do this. Is this gonna work? Oh, it did. That's cool. All right, so what this did is it created an environment file, cp's copy, env.example, and env. So it created this guy and this guy. And if you're not sure, I like to go to Cloud or ChatGPT, some language model, and just straight up say, can you explain to me what this command is doing? Simple terms. And this is really useful to just kind of step through things and just get a general understanding from a different viewpoint. So it just says it's what it does. CP is the copy from the terminals. That's the source file, and that's the destination. Okay, cool. So it had an example. It says, here's the example. And then we're going to copy this, but we're going to rename it to here. And this is what you want to update. I'm assuming. Yeah, just what I said here. Typically ignored in version control. So like dot get ignore, dot env, dots. There's a couple here, dot cursor. There'll be a couple other things, the ESLint, and sometimes some config if you have a build process config like Jenkins or something like that. And definitely node modules, you want to have that. So if you go to git ignore, yeah, so you definitely want to ignore all that. Package lock, Next.js. So you don't want to push all this up. And here you'll have env, and the star means everything past it. So it could be env abcdexg or env frank or env computer. It'll all be, no matter what's to the right of this cursor or right of the star, it'll ignore it. So we've got env here. Now I can't be showing you these environment files. They're pretty secret, and you should never, ever push them up to source code. So what I'll do is fill in the correct tokens here: access token and base ID token, and probably my domain name eventually as well. But I'm not that far. So let's go ahead and X out of this guy. See what the heck else we want to do. Edit to replace it with your real info. Okay, so your application URL. That's interesting. I don't have. Oh, that's there. All right, so that's a local host. That's interesting. I wonder if we need to do local host to run this locally. Let's try it out. But my actual domain will be. Check. Don't want to do that. My actual domain will be this HTTP Colorado seasonal jobs.com. And that is the comment we marked out earlier. But let's try to do localhost right now. Airtable access token, I've got that. And I have to hide this from the screen. So I'll go ahead and push that up. Starts with PIT. And then the same with the base ID for jobs. It's still the same. Email provider. Don't have one there, but I will have one eventually. Okay, so we've got this. And then here again, never share your environment file or commit it to Git. It contains secret keys and infrastructure team. Everyone will freak out if you do. And start your job board in 30 seconds. All right, let's see if that's true. So let me go ahead and save my env file. I'm going to cancel it. I'm going to close it. And then here, just to get status. Okay, we're on main. It's great. npm run dev. If you can see the package JSONs, this is basically the scripts. It's kind of like, okay, what do we got? We're going to run next, and then it's going to run dev, and then it's going to -- turbo pack. Next build, that's typically when we want to build to production, and then start is you start whatever, you start the server. I think that would be starting the build, so typically you have to run build first and then start. And then lint is a linter, so it kind of checks the code quality, in this case, ESLint. And then next, this is Next.js. Yeah, so there's a anyhow, let's do it. Oh, it doesn't work. Running scripts is disabled on the system. Ah, okay, that's interesting. Maybe I should move it to, okay, this is PowerShell, maybe command prompt? That's interesting. Let's try it again. npm run dev. And you always want to do npm run. So npm run dev, run build, run start. Okay, let's let it go do its thing. I'll go ahead and put this halfway. All right, so we're doing local. I hope people can hear me. Well, yeah, do this later, blah, blah, blah. But I just really hope people, okay, I'm not muted. That's good. All right, let's go back to our README. All right, here we are, starting, ready in 15 seconds. So here's local, it's on localhost, here's the network, and that's the environments. So if I go ahead and control click this puppy, it should open up. And then it's compiling. And on the network, if you're on, I think this would be accessible to like not just you. Like if someone else is on your network, they could potentially access this. So if you're on another computer, laptop, tablet, phone, it could be accessible. I'm not sure. I could double check on my phone really quick. I don't think it'll be, but let's double check 168.1, but I might be blocked with port forwarding or firewall, something like that. So I don't know. Let's check it out. I'll load it on my phone. 192.168.1.103, port 3000. And yeah, it's just not loading at all. Kind of what I thought it would happen. That's all good. But of course, it's not loading on my local either. So still compiling, still compiling. I suppose it takes a little bit. And another trip I like to do is use language models for the setup by the domain, Vercel, do the repo setup, do the core configuration, do this Airtable setup. Next up will be Stripe integration, which is its own thing. Set up the posting flow, deploy, and go live. So we'll see if we could do this within 8 hours. That's what it said. 7 to 8 hours. So yeah, but it's just nice to get some clarity. It's not perfect, and you don't have to follow it 100%, but it's a great Airtable error. All right. Hey, we got something on the page. That's cool. This is the clone. All right, excellent. So this is our clone. This is where we can customize it, add our own hero images, remove or add search, customize this on the side, and then post a job. And this will just go straight to Stripe checkout. That's the plan. Have people click, go to post, and then actually it would really go to maybe the pricing route. But this is neat. This is great. That's cool. So let's go to Airtable and see what the heck is going on. Cannot resolve config. Okay. Configuration example. Okay, copy this. Ah, so there is no config. I see. But oh, maybe I didn't. Let me update the env file. I think mine is way too long. Yes, it copied some other garbage. All right, so I copied some other garbage. I need to blow this up. Goodness. Or revoke it and create a new token. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I'll just create a new token. Anyhow. All right, so I've updated the env file about the config. All right, that's okay. I think I want to try and, they've got some good troubleshooting, but I want to try and figure this out on my own. And yeah, copy this to there. Okay. Let's see if, all right, let's see if I can at least run, so I can at least run this again with the updated environment file. So I've updated the key. I put in the wrong key. It just copied weird. And usually when you have env files, you have to restart the whole thing. So if you update maybe like a documentation, maybe some markdown, I'm not sure about markdown, but if you update in the app, you know, maybe the TypeScript file or something like that, it won't necessarily need to restart the whole server over again. Okay, in this case, we're starting it up. Good, good, good. Let's see. It sure is. All right, there it is again, I think. Let's load a fresh session. Okay, we are ready in 14 seconds. Alrighty, we're still compiling. Aha. So it doesn't like that it's missing valid API key, still not there. Interesting. Well, I guess we can go to, did I set this up right? Yep. Let's do all resources. All resources, here's the, let's go to my actual Airtable. I'm on stream. I didn't know that. It's all good. Okay, got my grid view base. Yeah. Yeah, grid view, that's fine. No, I don't want to. Okay, thanks. Alrighty. So let's do. Just want to have a really ostentatious and ridiculous title so I know. Big data. Okay. So I've got. Okay, set to says status, set to published. Status, active. All right, let's change it to published. I don't know if that's right. All right, and let's verify my access token and base ID are correct in the environment. Okay, so I save this. Then how do I go back to? Let's go back to Airtable. Okay. Oh, base is like short database. Now, how do I get my API stuff? Where was my API? Huh. I think I just had it. Where is that API? Airtable. Tokens. Okay. Tokens. Okay. Okay, this is what they gave me. Create tokens. Builder Hub. Where is this? shit. How do I get there? Builder Hub. Okay. I have no idea where that would be. Tokens. Generates. I don't know, man. Templates and apps. No. All right. I don't know how they get here. Create and then tokens. Okay, I guess you gotta remember that. Okay, let's go back to personal access token. Okay, that's it. All workspaces, bases. Yep. Okay, grid view. That's definitely in there. Okay. Here's my ID. Let's go to the end. Okay. It's the same, unless my base ID is wrong. It's the only thing I can think of. Let's go back to Airtable. Go to grid view. Okay, this is the base ID. That's also the same. Okay. And then the table name is jobs. Right? Well, that uses the example config. Okay. That's not the worst. I see. FAQ. That's a big ass config. Holy moly. All right, well, let me just at least make a new config so I can stop getting that error. CP, our friend. Yeah, I have to go to PowerShell. There we go. Customize it. Let's see, what could I customize? Let's customize. Hero title color is white. Well, let's make it sea green, my favorite. All right, let's go back to here and run this dev again. So we'll have a config, so we won't error on that. But I am not sure why my access token is incorrect. I wonder if it's just because I added this base, this grid view base to it, to the create. What's it called? Yeah, the create tokens. That's my only guess. Yeah, grid view. But it has everything in here already. All right. Let's see what localhost does. It's probably still compiling. Oh, it's much faster. Okay, it's still compiling. Oh, must have gotten stuck on parsing. I wonder what TurboPack is. What is TurboPack? Oh, it's Vercel. Oh, Webpack is getting replaced. Interesting. Okay, so it's built in Rust. That's cool. Optimized just for the stack we're using. 10%, 10 times faster. 700 than we did. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Tree shaking. That's pretty cool. Turbo. All right. I'll get that out of the way. Let's see. All right. Looks good. Still having an issue with this valid API key. What the hell? Well, let me make a new one, I guess. You know, I don't know. Let me make a new one. Let's start over. Click this link. Okay, I'm here. Clicked it. Okay, use this data. My first workspace. And a base. Create a base. I'll just do create a new base. Let's go. That was because I chose grid space? Not really sure. Okay, we've got this guy. This is our base ID. So that is that. Updated. Oh, we can reload it. Oh, that's interesting. So what I was saying before is wrong now, with Turbo maybe. But I updated this and it reloaded. It's still not right. So we go to the Airtable tokens next. And this is just going to get absolutely nuked. Goodbye. Create a new one. And then for the scope, we are going to do read. We're going to do write. And add your base from step 2. All current and future in this workspace. Or grid view that one, or grid view that one. Let's do grid view, the one I just made. Click create token and copy the token that starts with PAT. Interesting. So that's the physical token, and then the token ID is different. Oh. All right, let's see if the updated token does anything. Oh, it did not. All right, what about this guy? Oh. This is where I'll go to cloud and the see if there's any other. Well, it's getting it. Seem to be in a string. Maybe I should remove the PAT. Huh. Might not be formatted with bearer. Huh. Oh, maybe I need to do base schema instead of records. Base schema write, base schema read. Let me double check. No, that was the data. No, that's right. I'll save changes too. Okay, let's find. Error fetching jobs. Okay. Server in Airtable. Let's say maybe the network. Let's see what the headers look like. What request you're making. Jar, okay, send. That. Where's there a server request? It's strange. There's got to be a server request, right? Or an API request. These are notes chunks. Okay. Well, that's web development.